Open Finals. It was a technical fall victory for David Taylor then. He won by tech when they met year prior, and now we're underway 86 kilogram final. David Taylor in the red, Richard Perry in the blue. I believe Taylor has teched his way up to this point. And one thing that has surprised me about this rivalry is, you know, you look at Perry, he was a collegiate 97 pounder, he's insanely strong. You see some of the exchanges, he moves guys around and now ended up on that elbow. Front headlock for Perry. He's good from these positions. This is one of the areas where David Taylor's got to be careful. You see him getting down on his knees, avoiding those big head pinches of Richard Perry. Exposure is the name of Richard Perry's game. He can get under guys, picks them up, puts them down. He can go reverse lift as well. But what I was mentioning, in their previous matches, Taylor has moved Perry around, controlled center really well, primarily off that collar tie. So we're going to see him try to get to that collar and ankle as they're going to warn Perry for passivity.
And Taylor typically moves everyone around and controls center.
Yeah, true.
To be fair.
True.
But yeah, Richard Perry's a very strong gentleman. Very impressive ability of David Taylor to do that. 0-0 though, just about a minute into this one.
Nice
and
shot.
He goes 2-on-1, opposite side single leg, pops his head to the outside, lifts out the back door now. Taylor actually getting stuffed now. The hips of Perry getting really heavy, shoving that head down, and the referee's going to drop it.
Taylor a year ago finished that exact same shot. Oh, wow. He goes single, finishes out, head outside the other way. Really slick. Taylor's an outstanding finisher. He can end up in not great position and finish. I'm actually surprised he didn't finish that previous attack. It's an identical position from when he finished in a year ago against Perry. So 2-0 DT as he continues to fill out. And, you know, I was going back and watching some of Taylor's early matches at 86 and just eyeball how much bigger he looks. And it takes time to go from 74 to 86. It was an absurd jump in weight classes always. And so to see him fill out and be, you know, a true 86, maybe not the biggest, but certainly adequately sized, that takes time. And you're seeing kind of the fruits of that labor so far. As here, he's up 2-0, minute 8 to go. And with Jaden moving up, a win here puts Taylor or Perry in Final X State College. Perry going on the clock.
And these two very well could meet in Final X.
Yeah, entirely. You know, these are probably the two leaders at the clubhouse. You know, certainly Taylor, one of the biggest favorites to make a world team this year. But, you know, Richard Perry, he's been a guy in the mix for a couple of years now. And tack on another point for David Taylor. Off that shot clock violation, as you see him go lefty collar, looking for the ankle, wasn't there.
20 to go here in the first period. 3-0. David Taylor with the lead. He continues to control center and move forward. Very David Taylor-esque like.
More snaps from David Taylor. And he's in high crush, but not going to have time to finish. Just going to hang there. 3-0 DT after one.
And one thing I like about when you watch David Taylor is they're like, oh, watch the way these guys move his feet. And he does move his feet, but, man, his hands don't stop. They come to your head. They come to your tricep. They grab your wrist. They're just constantly moving all over the place, getting you out of position and probably a little off balance.
Yeah, you know, every coach growing up can tell you keep your hands and feet moving. It's not an easy thing to do. David Taylor, one of the more active guys that we have in America in terms of keeping his hands and feet incredibly active. 3-0 lead. I see Taylor already back out to centers. Brandon Slay, Olympic champion 2000 in Perry's corner. Good movement early here. Perry in the mix. Still within a Richard Perry type maneuver margin. You know, he's a 4-point threat at all times.
Did he have a huge bomb?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I thought so. I wasn't calling that match, but I caught it out of the corner of my eye. You were calling that match.
Yeah, he about put him through the stage. It was concerning.
They were going to come file for assault.
2:36 to go. Look at that right side collars, David Taylor, 2:24 to go.
Oh, Richard Perry. They gave 2 to Perry.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's been confirmed. And David Taylor comes out of it clean, and he gets 2.
Just the 2?
And only 2.
So now they did not confirm Perry's 2 by the judging chair, so it's just a straight takedown for David Taylor. And Coach Slade going to throw the brick.
Don't know if that's a great challenge.
Well, I think it probably is. If there's a, you need something, right? You're going to be down 5 or 6. Not a huge difference. And that was so this is not the part that Coach Slade is going to be challenging.
So he probably was challenging right before that.
Right before that is when they signaled 2, or I think the mat official signaled 2 for
And it looked
Perry.
like Taylor kind of slipped on his shot. And as he slipped on that shot, or maybe at the same time, Perry was coming in. Now we see it. There it is.
Ooh.
Exactly as Perry was coming in.
I don't think Taylor exposed there, personally.
I don't know if they were calling exposure or takedown. But either way.
No, I think it's probably 2. 'Cause look how he ends up on the leg. Oh, he just has to break 90. I don't know, man. That's close. You don't think so?
No, I think maybe barely, but weird angle. I don't know. Maybe if we saw it again, but
That's a tight one. We'll see.
I didn't realize there was exposure. I thought it was a takedown, which is why I thought it was wrong. But either way,
Call confirmed.
challenge denied. Exactly. 6-0 David Taylor. Perry defends his shot, goes into a front headlock here, pinching it, driving forward. Taylor wisely going to drop to a knee, 2 knees, reach forward and attack for the leg. Taylor has those go-go gadget arms. Long wingspan on the Magic Man.
.60 now, minute 45 to go. Taylor staying really active. Perry staying in the fight. Clearing some spaces. Perry coming forward all the way. David Taylor. Now 80 seconds to go. Perry towards the zone. Inside control for David Taylor, and collar on that left side now cleared. Good fake by Perry.
And nice little snap. Gets David Taylor to the mat. It's going to drive forward again, or probably try to. And again, Taylor drops to the knees. You're going to try to push Perry out. They're grounded, says the official. No points. Back to the center. That call is confirmed. Under a minute to go. 52 on the clock. David Taylor leads 6-0.
Taylor very comfortable in the front headlock against Perry, a position where he can capitalize from. But Taylor not really even been close to getting scored on from that position. Now 40 seconds to go.
Oh, he goes.
Nice low shot.
Yeah, kind of almost a misdirection, but David Taylor caps the far ankle, kicks in the armpit, scores 2 more.
David Taylor's freaky when you're on his leg. You see him just stepping around, kicking out, gets a far ankle, automatic too. I mean, and you think he's good at this domestically. Some of the foreigners, it's like they don't even know what's happening to him. He just comes around behind. And that was a nice shot. Perry's shot reminded me of Mark Hall, one of his kind of go-to low singles. Kind of posts that elbow, lays on his side. Called a Pete Rose single. And there, another shot, and that's going to do it. David Taylor punches his ticket to Final X U.S. Open champion once again.
And a solid performance, 8-0. Slowly built that lead throughout the match over Richard Perry. But all of a sudden, it looks like kind of a dominating performance for the Magic Man, who once again